Alright guys, welcome to DIY Mitch's Garage. Today I just want to do a little video on how I keep our pool crystal clear and clean with little to no maintenance. So let's get right into it. Alright, so we have a 21-foot round, 54-inch high swimming pool. The swimming pool is an all composite made swimming pool, so there's nothing in this pool that will rot or rust away like my older swimming pool we had for so many years. I'd say we had that pool for about 15 years and we just replaced the liner at one time. So basically this pool just has a vinyl liner in it. And of course we have the deck here, all composite decking, so the deck hopefully will not rot anymore. But this pool is relatively simple to maintain and keep up with little to no cost in chemicals. And there's actually no cost in chemicals unless you want to call salt for pools a chemical. So anyway, let's go ahead and tell you about how the mechanicals of this pool works. As you can see, there's the return and then there's the skimmer. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but if you see the return, it looks like it's a little foggy or bubbly, and that is the process of making chlorine from the salt. Okay, so let's go around here and I'll show you the mechanicals of this pool, and I'll show you what I got going on. So first things first, yes, this is a heated pool, and this is a Hayward heat pump, and it can also cool the water, and it does a very good job. I'd say when the ambient temperature outside is over 80 degrees, well, I'll give it over 75. This heat pump is very effective at heating. We got about, if I fill this thing all up to the top, it's probably about 12,800 gallons. So in the neighborhood of 12.5 to 12.8. But as you can see right now, it's running, and the temperature currently is, y'all can see that, is 88 degrees, and I have no problem getting this pool up to 92 degrees by late afternoon. Alright, so that is the Hayward heat pump. Does a very good job. And my pool is, the mechanicals in my pool is fairly simple. I tried to keep the piping simple and easily maintainable. Some will say, why don't you use up unions to disconnect things? Well, simply for cost. I just wanted to keep the plumbing low cost. I do have a way to remove the pipes from the back of the heat pump when I get ready to shut the pool down in the late fall, and I can remove that. And then of course I have a huge sand filter here, and it does a very good job. And I guess I would almost consider the heat pump the icing on the cake. Really, what makes a maintenance-free pool is this Hayward salt chlorinator. So, and it's pretty simple. This is the Hayward Aquatrol salt chlorine generator. And right now, as you can see, I've got 3,300 parts per million of salt in the pool, and the range for salt is 2,700 to 3,400. So I'm right in there where it needs to be. And I run the mechanics of the pool pretty much all day long, every day. I run the salt chlorinator pretty much all day. And with testing the chlorine levels in the pool, and as well as the pH, I will adjust I'll adjust the generation or the desired output between 25% and 50%, and that's as high as I need to go. Unless when I open the pool, you know, obviously I want to shock the pool, so I'll put this thing on super chlorinate to shock the pool when I open it up in the early spring. So we are still in springtime. We're about May 19th, and we have already used the swimming pool a lot, thanks to the heat pump. I want to say the first time I was in the pool was probably, let's see, we're in May. I was in there at the beginning of April, and I think I had the water temperature up to about 84, 85 degrees back in April, so they done a really good job. Okay, so that is the electronic portion of the saltwater chlorinator, and then this right here is obviously the salt cell, which connects right into the return of your pool, and it's pretty much very simple. The last part of the plumbing is the heat pump, because you want to make sure you filter your water out, and we have an anti-flow back valve for the heat pump, which prevents superchlorinated water to come back into the heat pump here. I do have valves, so in the late summer and also when I close the pool down, I can shut off the water to the heat pump and divert it over here to avoid it altogether. What else have I got going on? So yeah, some of the other stuff I have going on is I have this, it's a Defiant smart plug, which I can control it with the HubSpace app. So that's how I set the time for my pool pump as well as my salt chlorinator to come on every day. So that's all maintenance free, and I set the time on it, and it's connected via Wi-Fi, and that's proven to be a very reliable way for your pool equipment to turn on and shut off every day. So let's come around here to the sand filter. So a couple of things about keeping your swimming pool nice and clean throughout the summer. I'd say early spring, summer to late fall is the biggest thing is to check your water flow. And what I mean by that is you want to check your water flow in the return here and see how much pressure you have. You should have enough pressure to pretty much knock your hand off of that return right there. If you don't have enough pressure, that means your sand filter is getting stopped up and you need to backwash it. So pretty much the only maintenance I do for this sand filter and the water flow is I periodically backwash this sand filter whenever I have a low rate of flow back into the pool. And I also have a sight glass here. This is my backwash hose, which I'll run out the yard so that I can, well, the biggest thing is I don't want water to come, pool water to come flying out of here and hit this heat pump. So I run it out with a hose right there. Flip the valve, backwash it until the sight glass is clear. Turn the pump off. Turn it back to filter, and we're good to go again. And I think I've only changed the sand in this sand filter, I want to say once in like 16 or 17 years. Sand lasts forever. And this is my Hydro Tools pump, and I believe this pump is 115 volts, and this pump is only 1.5 horsepower, and that's big a plenty for a pool of this size. And what else? Skimmer, I keep it clean. I just make sure I keep leaves and debris out of it. I got some stuff in there right now. And but other than that, this pool stays beautiful all summer long, and it's relatively maintenance free. So I'll just give you guys a good shot of it from the back of the house here. We're very proud of the pool, and we enjoy it, and I enjoy it because it is, for the most part, maintenance free. All right. The only other thing I do just to check the pool is I check the chlorine level and the pH level. Keep those in check. If you guys have any questions about how I take care of the pool, or want to know anything else about how to maintain, relatively good sized above ground pool. Just leave me a comment down below. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to DIY Mitch's Garage. Until next time, peace.